The wrestling world is in mourning following the sudden passing of WWE Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan, one of the most recognizable and influential figures in professional wrestling history. Hogan, born Terry Eugene Bollea, died on July 24 at the age of 71 after suffering cardiac arrest at his Clearwater, Florida home. According to his longtime manager, Chris Flo, Hogan was surrounded by family when he passed. Clearwater police and fire personnel responded to a medical call just before 10 a.m. local time, where Hogan was found unresponsive. Emergency responders administered aid on site before transporting him to a nearby hospital, where he was later pronounced dead. WWE and the wrestling community react. The WWE issued a statement shortly after confirming the tragic news. WWE is saddened to learn that Hulk Hogan, one of the most beloved and influential performers in sports entertainment history, has passed away at the age of 71. A global icon, Hogan's impact on wrestling and popular culture is immeasurable. WWE extends its deepest condolences to Hogan's family, friends, and fans around the world. Hogan's passing sent shockwaves through the wrestling world, triggering an outpouring of emotion from fans and colleagues alike. Within minutes, social media platforms were flooded with tributes from fellow wrestlers, actors, musicians, and everyday admirers who had grown up watching Hogan define an era. Tributes from icons, Stallone, Cena, Flair, and more. Sylvester Stallone, who famously cast Hogan as Thunder Lips in Rocky III, posted a heartfelt message on Instagram alongside a photo from their time on set. "I had the pleasure of meeting this brilliant personality and showman when he was just 26 years old. He was absolutely wonderful. His charisma and athletic skill made Rocky III incredibly special. My heart breaks knowing he's gone. Rest in power, brother." WWE superstar John Cena, who once faced Hogan in a legendary WrestleMania moment, shared a poignant black-and-white image of the two shaking hands in the ring. To say he paved the way would be an understatement. Hulk Hogan made wrestling larger than life. I'm forever grateful for his example, mentorship, and legacy. Rest easy, Hulkster. Ric Flair, a close friend and longtime rival in the ring, posted a video message visibly shaken. "We traveled the world together, we made magic. He was my brother in and out of the ring. No one sold out arenas like Hulk Hogan. No one will ever replace him." Other WWE legends, including Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, and The Undertaker, offered statements of condolence, gratitude, and reverence for the man who ushered wrestling into the mainstream. A Floridian icon remembered at home. Local leaders in Clearwater, Florida, where Hogan had resided for over 2 decades, released a statement honoring the hometown hero. "We are deeply saddened by the loss of a local legend and international superstar. Hulk Hogan wasn't just a wrestling icon, he was a beloved member of our community. His contributions to charitable causes, his support of local businesses, and his presence at civic events made him a pillar of Clearwater." A candlelight vigil was held that evening at Pier 60, where fans gathered in Hulkamania shirts, waving American flags, and holding signs that read, "Thank you, Hulk," and "Forever the Champ." The Rise of Hulkamania. Born on August 11, 1953, in Augusta, Georgia, Terry Bollea was an aspiring musician and bodybuilder before finding his true calling in professional wrestling. Debuting in the late 1970s under the ring name, the Super Destroyer, he was eventually rechristened Hulk Hogan by promoter Vince McMahon Sr., who saw in him the makings of a superstar. But it was the 1980s that truly belonged to Hogan. Clad in red and yellow, sporting his iconic handlebar mustache and headband, Hogan burst onto the national scene just as the WWF, now WWE, was entering a new era of cable television and pay-per-view expansion. With his catchphrases, "What ya gonna do, brother," and "Say your prayers and eat your vitamins," Hogan became a generational hero to millions. He won his first WWE World Heavyweight Championship in 1984, defeating the Iron Sheik at Madison Square Garden. From that moment, Hulkamania was born, a cultural force that transcended wrestling. Over the next decade, Hogan would headline the first 9 WrestleManias, engage in storied rivalries with the likes of Andre the Giant, Randy, Macho Man, Savage, and Ultimate Warrior, and sell out arenas around the globe. The Hollywood connection and mainstream fame. Hogan's popularity soon crossed over into Hollywood. His role as Thunderlips in Rocky III, 1982, introduced him to moviegoers, and he later starred in family-friendly films like Mr. Nanny, Suburban Commando, and Santa with Muscles. He also voiced animated characters and appeared in TV shows ranging from Baywatch to Walker, Texas Ranger. His VH1 reality show Hogan Knows Best offered fans a glimpse into his home life during the 2000s and introduced a new generation to the Hogan family, wife Linda, daughter Brooke, and son Nick. Reinvention, from WWE to WCW and the NWO. While his original WWE run was legendary, Hogan's reinvention in the mid-1990s was equally impactful. Jumping ship to WCW, World Championship Wrestling, he shocked fans in 1996 by turning heel and forming the notorious New World Order, NWO, faction with Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. This move rejuvenated his career and helped WCW dominate the Monday Night Wars for nearly 2 years. His black and white, Hollywood Hogan, persona brought edge and darkness to his image, showing his versatility as both a performer and entertainer. The final run and retirement. Hogan returned to WWE in the early 2000s for one final stretch, rekindling his popularity with younger fans. He faced The Rock in a WrestleMania X8 Dream match, reignited rivalries with Vince McMahon and Shawn Michaels, and was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2005. He made sporadic appearances in the years that followed, serving as a host, ambassador, and mentor to younger talent. Though plagued by injuries and personal struggles, Hogan remained a fixture of the wrestling world, beloved for his larger-than-life legacy and enduring charisma. Personal life and family. Hogan's personal life was often in the spotlight. His first marriage to Linda Claridge lasted from 1983 to 2009, and together they had 2 children, Brooke and Nick. In 2010, he married Jennifer McDaniel, but the couple divorced in 2021. He later married Sky Daly in 2023, whom he described as the calming light in his chaotic world. Despite public challenges, including lawsuits, a leaked video scandal, and health concerns, Hogan consistently expressed a desire to grow from his experiences and to be remembered for his connection with fans. "I'm not perfect, brother," he once said in an interview. "But my love for the fans, for this business, and for my family, that's always been real." Health struggles and legacy of resilience. In recent years, Hogan had undergone numerous surgeries, including spinal fusions and hip replacements, stemming from decades of wear and tear inside the squared circle. Despite limited mobility, he continued to appear at conventions, wrestling panels, and media interviews. In 2024, he was honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award at the ESPYs and was planning a limited podcast tour. His final public appearance was at a WWE Raw 30th Anniversary special in early July, where he received a standing ovation from a thunderous crowd. The legacy of a true icon. Hulk Hogan's influence on professional wrestling cannot be overstated. He brought professional wrestling into the mainstream, made household names of his rivals, and helped build WWE into the global juggernaut it is today. His image, tearing off his shirt, cupping his ear to the crowd, and dropping the immortal leg drop, is burned into the memory of millions. He was a hero, a villain, a symbol of childhood, and a beacon of American entertainment. From war veterans to Hollywood stars, from children battling illness to retired wrestlers who grew up idolizing him, the tributes have made one thing clear: Hulk Hogan mattered. Final words. As the world says goodbye to the man behind the mustache, it's not just the wrestling community that mourns, it's every person who ever believed in the power of heroes. Hogan taught us to fight for what we believe in, to stay loyal to our values, and to never give up, even when the odds are stacked against us. Hulk Hogan is survived by his wife Sky Hogan, children Brooke and Nick Hogan, and a legacy that will endure for generations. In his own immortal words, Train, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, be true to yourself and true to your country. Be a real American. Rest in peace, Hulkster. Forever a champion. Forever immortal.